Mindful Meditation number 1. Healing the hearts of estranged parents. This is for the Peaceful Closure series. Naming the grief no one understands. A guided meditation for parents experiencing estrangement from an adult son or daughter. Find a comfortable place and let your body sink in to the chair or to the mattress, wherever you might be, whatever you have chosen. It's time to take a deep breath and feel some deep understanding for what you've been experiencing. Take a slow, gentle breath in and slowly let it go. Again, breathing in compassion and exhaling tension. One more time. Breathing in grace. Breathing out anything you've been carrying alone. Allow your shoulders to soften and your jaw to relax. Allow your heart to know that for these next few moments, you do not need to solve anything. You do not need to fix anything. You don't even need to understand everything. You only need to be here in the moment, just as you are, exactly as you feel. If your heart feels heavy today, if you've been carrying questions without answers, if you've been carrying silence where conversation once lived, please know you are not alone. There is a grief that accompanies estrangement that few people truly understand until they've gone through it. When someone dies, the world gathers around us. Flowers arrive, cards arrive, people bring food. They acknowledge the loss. But when a son or daughter simply disappears from your daily life, when the phone calls stop abruptly or slowly over time, when texts go unanswered, when holidays become uncertain, when photographs become all that remains of connection, the world often does not know what to do with this kind of grief. It is grief without a funeral. It is grief without a grave. A grief that continues breathing every day. And because it continues breathing, it can feel confusing, complicated, lonely. Today, we simply acknowledge that truth. No fixing, no blaming. Blaming won't work here. No judging. Judging will never work. Simply acknowledging. Take a deep breath in and inhale a sense of peace, of comfort and grace. And a deep breath out, releasing the sadness, the sorrow, the hurt, the confusion. As you continue breathing slowly, imagine yourself walking along a quiet path. The path winds through a beautiful meadow. Tall grasses sway softly in the breeze. Wildflowers bloom all around you. The sky above is gentle and calm. But as you walk, you notice you are carrying something heavy. A large burden draped across your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and exhale a deep breath out. You stop for a moment and gently set it down. As you open it, you discover it contains all the emotions that you've been carrying alone. Perhaps there is sadness. Perhaps there is confusion. Perhaps there is anger, feeling rejection or abandonment. Perhaps there is guilt as you search through your memories to find the hidden clues. Perhaps there is longing for this son or daughter that you miss. Perhaps there is fear that they may never come back to you. Perhaps there is hope that they will. Perhaps there is heartbreak. Today, you do not need to sort through all of these feelings. You do not need to organize them or compartmentalize them in your brain and your heart, because they will continue to recycle for a little while until you find peace. So you do not need to explain them. Simply notice them. And as you do, each one of these emotions, whisper gently to yourself, all of these feelings are allowed here. My grief is allowed here too. All these questions, even though they may not be answered, are allowed as well. And so is my love for my son or my daughter. My tears are allowed, and so is my healing. Pause. Breathe in. Notice what happens inside your body. Scan your body with your eyes closed and notice, where does the grief live? Perhaps it lives in your chest. Perhaps it is stifled in your throat. Perhaps it's a pit in your stomach. Perhaps behind your eyes. Simply notice, not to change it, only to witness what you are feeling. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now imagine that farther down the path, there is a beautiful bench between a large tree. You walk toward it. As you sit down, you become aware of a loving presence beside you. This presence is filled with kindness. This presence understands grief completely. For some, this may feel like Jesus. For others, a presence of divine love. There is no judgment here. Only compassion, only understanding, only tenderness. This loving presence does not ask you to explain yourself, does not ask you to justify your pain, does not tell you to hurry up and heal. Instead, you simply hear these words inaudibly. This pain hurts. Of course it hurts. You love your child deeply. And love always leaves fingerprints on the heart. Let yourself receive those words. Because sometimes healing begins not when we find answers, but when someone finally understands the depth of our pain. Breathe slowly and gently. Now imagine yourself placing one hand over your heart. Feel the warmth of your very own hand. Feel your heartbeat beneath it and repeat silently, I am grieving because I love deeply. I am mourning because I care deeply. I am grieving because this relationship matters. My grief does not make me weak. My grief is evidence of love. Pause and breathe. Now imagine your child standing far off in the distance. Do not move toward them. Do not call out. Do not chase. Simply notice them. Notice that today there is no need to close the distance, because closing the distance is a choice that your child gets to make. Today there is only one task: to lovingly acknowledge, yes, there is distance now, and yes, there is still love here. Both can be true at the same time. Distance can exist between two people, even while love remains. Silence can exist and love can remain. Confusion can exist and love can remain. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Pain can exist and love can remain. Notice how your body responds to that possibility. Breathe in deeply. Allow yourself to rest here in the meantime. There are no solutions right now, no strategies, no game playing, no chasing, no bargaining, no fixing, just truth. And the truth is this: you are a human being. That is true. You are an imperfect parent. That is true as well. Your child is a human being and an imperfect human being. And both of you have wounds. Both of you have stories. Both of you have needs. And both of you are deserving of compassion. As you continue sitting beneath the tree, take a deep breath in. Notice the breeze gently moving through the leaves above you. Notice how the sun sparkles on the leaves. Each leaf whispers a simple message. Grace. Breathe in. Grace. Breathe out. Grace is the perfect gift in this very moment, because no one is perfect here, because all perspectives deserve to be seen, and God is the only one who can see them both at the same time. Grace is offered now, not because mistakes were never made, but because all human beings make them. Not because the story is finished, but because healing often begins long before reconciliation. And maybe healing can begin right here in this moment. With one breath, healing begins. With one tear, with one moment of honest introspection, one act of compassion towards yourself. Take another slow breath in and gently exhale. As we prepare to close, place both hands over your heart and repeat softly, "Today I honor my grief. Today I honor my love for my child and for myself. Today I honor my humanity and give myself permission to make mistakes and do better. Today I honor my child's humanity. Today I choose compassion. Today I choose to walk in grace. Today I begin my healing journey." As you whisper these words or think them inaudibly, imagine the loving presence beside you smiles warmly at you. You hear one final whisper. You do not have to walk this path alone. I love you, and I love your child. I know both of you. I understand both of you. And if you would like, I will meet you here again tomorrow. Take one final deep breath, breathing in a sense of peace, breathing in mercy, breathing in grace, which is sufficient for your weakness when we humble ourselves before God. Slowly exhale. When you are ready, gently return to the present, knowing that today you have done something very brave. You have named the grief, and in naming it, you have taken the first step toward healing.